I don't think this thing's on. It could be on. All right, looks like we're on. What a fucking, I wasn't planning on doing the whole straightforward shot, but I guess that's what we're going for. It looks like my camera's a little crooked. I'm gonna move it. But I got a microphone down here. So it would pick up whatever is going on the Arduino. Let me just, there you go. That'll be easier. So you can like, because like this project is mostly just playing with sound, but I'm gonna need help in, I don't know, deciding how to change the code. I guess it's not really that much of a coding venture because no one gets to see the code. I could put the camera behind me. We're going on a trip, guys. You still can't see the code, huh? Simple shit. This SNES controller has 5 cords coming out of it, and it goes into this breadbox. And then it goes from the breadbox to the Arduino. And then the Arduino also has, so I'm using the 3, 5, and 6 pins to read the controller. And then it has like a one side ground, one side power. So then these two on the breadbox are connected to grounds. So I have a speaker and the controller going in there, and then another speaker. There's 3 ground pins already in the Arduino. So anyway, I have one extra ground pin in case I decide to add something else, which I could. This one's like a little rumble motor. I'm not sure which is power. It's like red and blue. Yeah, we're vibing. Okay. So I guess I'll just play with the controller for a bit, and then you guys can like see what's going on. We got, okay. Got 4 buttons. Each one plays a different note. The bottom 2 are the big speaker. The top 2 are the little speaker. So it goes. The little speaker got disconnected. That's fine. There's the little speaker. Man, the back of my hair looks fucking trash. Anyway. And if I hold it, keeps the note. If I don't hold it, whatever. Dude, I'm sure this 6-second delay is killing somebody. All right. So 4 buttons, 4 notes. I don't know how loud that is. And then if I press down, it lowers the notes. So, and then if I press up, it raises the notes. But that's pretty much all I got. I can do a couple notes at once, especially because it's 2 speakers, so I can do like a little bit of harmonies. That's about it. Like YB, YA, or XB, XA. If I try to do A and B at the same time, it's just gonna sound like chopped, like just trying to do one note and then another note, one note, then another note, so it goes like dee. But what I had before in the I wonder how many buttons I can press at once. Okay, hold on. It can read up, right. I can read up and right at the same time, or down and left, or whatever, two directions. Select start. Weird. It's like holding select does something unintended. Just overloads it. Anyway, what am I really doing, man? I spent 2 or 3 hours just working on like fitting everything in this box, and then later I have to drill holes for it. Just one hole, I think, because like the battery fits, and I'm not gonna run like code to it, so it just needs a hole for the controller. But I don't know, I kind of like the big speaker, and I want to like wire more stuff to that. I do like them both playing at the same time, so maybe they just harmonize a different way. If I do that, okay, so anyway, these are notes, these are modifiers. I could add notes, and then that adds harmonies. So we could add notes on the left and right, and then those are modified, and then holding left and right would have to do something. What up, Danny? Welcome to my little the I don't even fucking know what to call this. I was gonna call it the Arduino stream, but this is just like whatever, my very basic coding setup. I've got all the I got it reading the SNES controller, and like it knows exactly what button I'm pressing whenever I press it, and then I have it set up to do different things whenever I press those buttons. So right now it's just musical notes and then ways to modify the notes. I'm just gonna, I don't know, I feel like it needs more notes, you know? And then you can just modify it with the left and right, but I don't know if faster and slower is the way to go, because I feel like one note being played faster isn't gonna be any different, or slower for that matter. But like high and low pitch change is already happening. Can I go higher? Lower? Can we get much higher? Too high. Anyway, I could also I wanted to set up. I think this would be easier to try first if I can find it, because I low key lost it. But I have a tiny laughing at myself right now. I have a tiny vibration motor. There it is. This one can easily fit with the rest of the setup, and I only have one more ground pin anyway, so I'm gonna try to get this configured in the code to do like a secret cheat code. So like if because you can read like 4 buttons at a time. So if say start and select are both held at the same time, it'll do a buzz, and I think that'd be kind of cool. Just a little secret, like, because who's gonna be holding start and select at the same time, unless you're like really playing with it. Anyway, so I think 11 and the second ground pin is gonna be where that goes. I love science. I don't even think this thing's getting red, honestly. You know what? I'm gonna just take the speaker out. I'll replace the speaker, and if it vibrates this thing instead of the speaker, I know we're working. And I don't have to change anything. But if I'm being honest, this wiring fucking is really jank and like really skinny, and it could fall out of the Arduino at any time. Oh, it's working. It's really quiet though. Like, I don't think you would ever. Hold on, I'm putting a mic right up to it. So that was going on. Where did you get this stuff? So the cases, the plastic cases, this is just a regular pencil box. This is a fishing tackle box. This is just like a pill case with cotton balls in it. The Arduino and speakers, wires, sensors, all this random stuff. I want to say like at least half of it is loaner. The other half of it is just like part of my school fee. So like I paid tuition, and so I'm in this like DX art class, and like that class has funding, and then so they just buy all this stuff for everybody and then give it out on like the first day. So yeah, other than that, they have like a closet where you just grab what you need, and that's kind of where we're doing it. So I've just long to make it shorter of a sentence, I got this stuff from a maker's studio. Anyway, this thing's not working now. It must have shorted or something. Come on, number 10. I watched Spider-Man this morning. It's kind of fun. It's more like this night or this afternoon. It was No Way Home, the one with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. And I couldn't get past the whole like Tobey Maguire's 50 thing and dating a 20-year-old. Okay, it was working for a second. What the fuck? Okay, it's just that ground pin. This is fine. I'm tempted, because I have an extra whatever, tempted to just put this in somewhere else. Dude, come on, man. Come on, brother. It doesn't even matter if it does work. Ah, it does matter. Okay. I need a Taylor. No, I need one more. If this is gonna work, I need to like do other shit. But I can still play with the code until it kind of like sort of works. It's just so complicated, man. Like I don't want to be messing with alligator pins and stuff right now. But I don't really have a choice. Dude. Motherfucker, it's just slipping out. All right, fuck that one. Bro, what? My pins are just so loose. It's just flying out. What a coincidence. I'm currently playing the Spider-Man games. Like Marvel Spider-Man? Like a Spider-Man PS4? Those are pretty heat. Oh, come on. I haven't gotten Spider-Man 2 yet, but I did Spider-Man Miles Morales and the OG. My favorite though is Spider-Man for the PlayStation 1. Not really, I'm just saying shit. All right, let's see if that works. Okay, that works. I just have to, whatever. So I'm gonna put that in a different pin, put it in pin 11. This shit's getting too crowded. I'm gonna put it in pin 12 because all it's doing is vibrating. And then put the speaker back in. This shit is so fucking stupidly like uncable managed. Okay. I don't think the vibration motor is the key. I think it'd be cool if I put a little servo in here. And because it's a slide top box, it'd be cool if it could slide its own top off. But I'm not worried about it. Yo, low key, I lost a mic. Found the mic. Okay. So we have a rumble motor attached to 12. I'm going to tell Gemini with the code you currently have. Okay, whatever. Gemini knows what code I have, and so it'll look back at the last message, which is it giving me that code. So I'm just gonna tell it, hey, buddy. Holy shit, why is it so small? Oh my god. Go to the bottom. It's got to be like a keyboard shortcut to get to the bottom of this fucking giant block of text. Ah, dude, there's so much. Why is it even like? How did it even get to the top in the first place? Oh my god! Please stop. It scrolls and then immediately stops scrolling as soon as I try to keep scrolling. So it's just a fight. Oh my god, it's still not at the bottom. Oh my god. What the fuck? Loki lost the mic. Oh, found the mic. Okay, I think we're at the bottom. Because they're square waves, they can be quite loud. If the harmony sounds too harsh, you can put a small capacitor across the terminals of each speaker. I don't give a shit. Okay. Okay. It wants to tell me. Oh my god. All right. I'm thinking. So I need the vibration motor to work. So I've added a vibration motor to pin 12. Create a high voltage signal to it whenever I hold both the start and select buttons. And I'm gonna put start and select in quotes because I don't trust anything. But if this works, then coding is the easiest thing ever. Wait, what? Why is it telling me to put the start and select button on 2 and 3? That's so ass. That's not. I'm just gonna say no, it didn't work. Okay, I'm gonna copy the whole code here. Copy the whole code. Oh my god, this computer is fucking 11 years old. It's going to die in this quarter. What the fuck, man? Okay, so now it looks like he's starting to do it. But it's saying that to integrate the vibration motor to existing shift register based code, you need to capture the states of start and select during the serial data loop and pin 12 on those data values. Maybe that worked. Okay, I'm gonna copy. Yeah, it feels scary. Then paste. The next one is 106 lines long. The last, for reference, the last code was like 77, 80 something lines long. And the only thing we added was this start select buzzing thing. Which honestly is most likely just going to tear up my the electronics inside the box and not even really be noticeable as a feature. But this is my box, by the way. It's a small little like wooden slide top box that I made. You can kind of see like how the glass fits in it and stuff, but it's just like a little clear plastic. Oh my god! And then just slides in just like that, super secure. And then, so yeah, this would be the music box. I'm gonna drill holes into the top or something, and then I have to drill a hole in the side for the controller to go into. But I don't know. It's a pretty, all things considered, it's okay. It's better than nothing, but it's not. I know I'm gonna get blown out of the water by like my other classmates. Anyway, let's upload this code, see if it works. It works. I'm just having fun with it. I feel like there's a better way to cheat code it, but like, hold on, can I do? Yeah, you can do multiple buttons. You can do it and press notes. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Yeah, you can do it and press notes. It's okay. Oh shit, I lost the mic. It's just, I don't know, I feel like there's something better I could do. Like I'm going back to the fucking idea where I press the button and it does like a thing to open the door. The problem is I don't have like any space left in this box. But it'd be really cool if I put like a little gear on it and then so like the motor just like spun, and as it spun it just like flung the thing out or something. Kind of like I don't know, those like cats where you put a coin on it and then it takes the coin. Could be pretty cool. Oh yeah, the drums. I could make it so the select button plays a drum beat, and then the start button plays a drum beat, using both the speakers on 11 and 12 together. But then, what the fuck? Why isn't it working anymore? Okay, scared me for a second. All right. Okay, that worked great. Now I want to add a drum beat. Using pins 9 and 10. At the same time, play one drum sound with both speakers and a different sound. Hold on. Play one drum sound with both speakers when the select button is pressed, and a different drum sound when the start button is pressed. I don't think this is gonna work. This is pretty complicated. Okay, so drum 1 is a kick, drum 2 is a snare. If both are pressed, the motor still vibrates. Prioritize one drum sound or mix them so the speakers don't clip. Yeah, just mix them. The new code is 114 lines, not that much longer. It's pretty good. All right, I got to write a compilation error. By that, I just copy that and give it to Gemini. That's a classic linker error. It means the Arduino compiler is looking at two mandatory functions, but can't find them in your current file. How to fix it? I'm just gonna copy that code that apparently fixes it. This one is 109. All right, no red so far. Okay. I don't know why X and Y aren't being noticed. Like, even in the serial monitor, I'm not seeing anything. It's just the X and the Y buttons. Let me check. Yeah, what the fuck? Does that use both of them? Okay. It's because it was like shorted out by holding on it. Hold on. That's so fucking, that sounds so bad. That's a snare? That's a snare? Okay, this is not what I expected. I wonder if, yeah, that doesn't change anything. Okay, I want to go back. This sucks. Before we ever tried to make drums, let me just take that code back. Oh my god. Okay, copy that code. we're back to 107 lines of code. That thing does it. Okay. I think we want more modifiers, man. But I'm still stuck. Okay. I want more modify. Actually, if I want to be serious, I can do bit crush or a double time. Why would I want it to be extra lo-fi? That doesn't make any sense, man. The screech of the damned. I kind of like this one. No, I don't like that one. I don't know, man. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buttons that are doing nothing. But okay. I want to integrate the Motzi library for smoother sounds on the A, B, X, and Y buttons. There we go. Let's see how he fixes that. Because Motzi takes over the hardware timers, instead remove your button reading logic to Motzi's, which runs at 64 hertz. Runs at 68,000. All right. Okay. We move. Okay, so is there anything else I have to do besides just put this code in? I think it's gonna fuck up because it has to be, because Motzi uses code like pin 2. But I'm gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna try it anyway. Hey, that's making a very small sound. I can hear it, but it's so quiet. And the serial monitor isn't working anymore. But it is working. Okay. I'm gonna put a microphone super close to it, see if you guys can hear it. Like, that's so quiet, dude. What the fuck? Okay. That worked, but the notes are as quiet as possible. Can we make them louder? The reason the notes are quiet is because due to the bit shifting line in the function. In the previous code, we use return mix 2, clipping distortion to make it louder. We adjust the gain in the different table, optimize for volume. Okay. let's try that. Hopefully all of this gets saved before like my project is due Monday night, and like I don't have to just like have this conversation with Gemini. I can just like clip what's important. Anyway, this new line, this new whole thing is just 20. What the fuck? Okay, what a fucking asshole, dude. Okay. This computer's an asshole. Instead of giving me the whole code, it just gave me like 20 fucking lines of it to replace, not telling me where to replace it. All right. Let's see if this works. I mean, it's a little louder. It's just still fucking quiet. That sounds like a phone tone. Yeah, that one's nice. Okay, I'm just gonna tell it more. More. Louder. In all caps. Switch from a polite spine wave to a square wave. Hardware morning. Okay. Let's try it. I'm curious. Surely it won't blow up my everything. More! Okay, yeah, hold on. Error message. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna have to go back on my code. Let's switch the most universal loudest table that is guaranteed to be in every Modsy installation. This table is thick and very loud. I have also added a manual gain variable. If it's still not loud enough, you can change the 8 to a higher number. Okay, I like what we got going on so far. This whole thing's fucked. All right. I'm done irreparable damage to this. Oh, come on, dude. I can't find the setup and loop function since we're using Modsy. It's because the code splits across the tabs. The INO, how to fix, clear everything. Okay, sure. If this doesn't work, I don't know what to do at this point. I might just give up. All right, there we go. That worked. All right, they're loud. I don't think this is any different from Modsy. I mean, from what I had before. Anyway. I mean, the other one's definitely louder. Wait, are they separated anymore? I don't think they are. I think they're running at the same time. That explains why they can't really like harmonize anymore. That's fucked, man. All right, I guess we actually have to go back. Open. 2 speakers. I am struggling. Sure. My God, my computer cannot do anything. Motzi library, no harmony. Because like that's the first time I've actually cracked into the Motzi library, but like it's no different from using a regular square wave at this point. Okay. This should do. This is like the master code, whatever. This is like the same as whatever we started with. Except for it doesn't have the buzzing on it. So I have to re-add the buzzing feature, but that's gotta be easy. Fuck. That was like all my electronics. Sorry, chat. Let me take let me take 5 here. Try and clean up. It sucks. There's a lot of like really delicate electronics that were in that little fishing thing, like this ultrasonic sensor. Ultrasonic sensor and this little like bridge guy. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm actually just stepping on fucking tiny electronics right now. There's a servo wheel, looks like. Servo gear right here. Bunch of shit fucking flew into the wall. That sucks. This one looks Jewish. This one's cool. What's the other thing they say in that song? And this one's fat. Something. Put him up against the wall. Up against the wall. I think I got it all. No way to tell for sure. Fine. Okay. What is this place anyway? It's a great question. There's the little like sculpture over there. Bro is streaming in a liminal space. Now, liminal space would imply you want to like explore it. I feel like we've already explored like every corner of this place just by being here. But yeah, that sculpture like over there is Teddy's, W Teddy, but it's part glass, part ceramic, with like lighting involved. All right. I'm going back and copying the part that has a buzzer. I'm laughing at the message that just says louder. Louder. More. It's not vibrating enough. Okay. God, this is the slowest scroll I've ever fucking done. Optimized Motzi code. my God, dude. Come on, brother. I think we're getting close. The message says great. That worked great. Now I want to add a drum beat. That's where I fucked up. All right, take this code. I have to like make sure I'm saving these codes as different things so that I can find them later, as like different builds. And then this one, save as start select vibration. Cheat code, I guess. I don't fucking know. I feel like I don't know how long I've been streaming. I feel like I picked up my food at like 5:30, so I got back here and started working on this at like maybe 5:45. But I feel like I have not really done enough. And I still have to like solder this together later so it's permanent. Put them up against the wall. Oh my God, just drop everything, dude. That'd be so cool. Okay, so we're back to that. The thing got unplugged. MTV unplugged. That thing's rotating. Okay. I think what we do from here, it has to be modifiers, man. It has to be modifiers. We've done it where we have like whammy bars on the left and right, but I don't think that's enough. We can make it louder without needing a library. I don't need it louder, man. That's insane. It says that I don't even have to put like a ground on my pins or anything. I'm tempted if this actually works. But it's saying that instead of using a ground pin, I use speaker pins 9, 11, and then 10 and 13. Do I even have a? I do have a 13. 11 and 13 are being used. Okay. Well, I mean, honestly, this means I have more ground pins open, so I'm down to try it. But let's copy this. New sketch. Close that guy. Look at this hardworking guy on a Saturday night doing schoolwork. Who said this was for school? Maybe I just really like hanging out in galleries on campus and spreading out a bunch of small tech stuff. Hold on, I can make it look messier. Swag. All right. Control A, delete, Control V. All right, so this is telling me I have to, instead of having my speakers be in the ground pins, I have to put them on like from 9 to 11 and then 10 to 13. So 9 gets this guy. Again, this is not going to this is gonna be so fucking hard to keep closed. To close up tomorrow or Monday, whenever the day before this thing's due. Okay, 9 to 11. Cool. And then the other one goes 10 to 13. I don't see this working at all. But apparently you could like double the volume by doing this. And that's what I'm just here for, is just being as loud as possible. Yeah, it's all compact, I think. I had to cut a breadboard in half. That's what this is. It looks like you're on campus with my special fold-out table. Oh, nice. No problems. Let's hit serial monitor. Forgot what I was trying to do. Ah, yeah, that works. It's louder, right? Who knows? I love that. I love that it's just louder. Okay. For twice the voltage. All right. I gotta have more notes. That's just the simple thing. That's just the simple truth here. I think start and select have to just play different notes as well. But they would have to be, so like select would have to be speaker 1 or whatever speaker X and Y and A and B. All right, so select is going to go to X and Y, and then start is going to go to speaker AB. Okay. Okay. Using the previous code, create a new note for the select button and play it on speaker XY. Is that what it's called? I'm looking at the code here. Yeah, it's called underscore XY. Do the same thing for the start button and play that on. I'm skipping steps. I think this is, if it doesn't work, I'm gonna just try one at a time, but this should work. I wish I went to school for some cool shit. Business was trash. I'm getting a sculpting degree, and I'm taking a coding class so I can like easier understand like how the world and like devices and like how like my fucking laptop works, I guess, or like how like my phone works. And I'm starting with this Arduino and this SNES controller. Okay. The vibration motor still triggers when you hold both. That's cool. All right, let's control A, back, control V. That's 3 different notes, right? That's still setting the wire, the buzz. But I don't think you would really understand. Like, I honestly, especially with the sound of the speaker, I don't think you would see the buzz. I think I'd be better off just setting off like a a light or something as like the little secret. You press the buttons or whatever. Whew. Coding is definitely a skill. I think the problem is that most kids straight up out of high school have no clue what they're gonna what they're gonna want to do or love when they're 30 plus. Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm one of those kids. I got out of high school and went straight to the military, and I got a job as a truck driver. And I think about like if I would have like stayed in that for the rest of my life, like where I would be. But I've kind of moved around and done everything, and I think I'm in like a closer spot to where I could be like happy in life. But like I think I don't know. The dream is like streaming takes off for sure, but like I've been more trying to push my practice my skill in photography and um, like of course work on sculpting because that's my major. But now I'm trying to get into like electronics and have that go into my sculpture. And I, I don't know. I feel like I could get a job as like an assistant or something. I feel like that's where I'm at right now. I'm just trying to like be the most knowledgeable I can before that. Streaming sculpting could be really awesome. What do you think we're doing, man? This is a sculpture. I don't know. I'm not really. So, what's the goal for this project? It's called media archaeology or it's some bullshit. It's my first time taking a coding class, and I totally skipped the first quarter or yeah, first quarter because it's a fall, winter, spring thing. But um, I'm supposed to be taking an old device and using new sensors in the Arduino and turning it into something new. So for me, that's taking this as something that plugs into a game like something that plugs into an SNES and to something that plugs into my music box. And the thing is like I really like these controllers because you can when you're playing Mario, it's like you're holding right this and doing that for like long periods of time, or you're like doing that. And so I thought it'd be really cool to just while you're just like fidgeting with the controller for fun, you get like a little extra stimulus from hearing the sounds and stuff. So you're coding a song with the box? No, I'm just coding notes. Like each note goes to a different thing, and then like you could play a song if you wanted to. But yeah, it's ultimately just a toy. But I mean, like other people have made it so like you could play a song if you press a button, and like that wouldn't necessarily be hard either because I don't know. I'm using Gemini for a lot of the code, so I feel like that's not impossible to just be like tell Gemini I want these notes in this order, take it from these tabs or whatever. But yeah, it's a response to the gaming buttons. So and like these are set to different things, so they'll harmonize if you press them together. Because I really want to be pressed together, and then like when you press more buttons together, that modifies the notes even further. And that's kind of like the fun of it, at least. But I haven't. I do like these holding. So I have like a little cheat thing, not a cheat thing. It's cheat in the wrong sense. It's an Easter egg. I have an Easter egg. So if you hold select and start, this little vibrating motor goes fucking nuts. Um, but I don't think that's enough. Like I don't think that's gonna be noticeable. I would have loved something like that in college compared to the business classes or shitty generals. I'm taking like an art history as well, and we're doing like the traditional like one essay a week and then like one exam every like 4 weeks or so. And that I don't know, it's kind of nice to have that structure and compared to like the other two studio arts. But they get art classes to me are real nice, really cozy until like the last 2 weeks, and then it's just put everything you've ever learned into one thing as fast as you can. Not really like as well as you can too. But yeah, no, this is definitely something I would rather do than, I don't know, make like a clay pot or something. But I am gonna have to make a clay project soon, so that's another thing. I'm thinking about doing because I just made a bong. I'm gonna do a bowl of fruit, but each fruit I'm gonna take like a fruit from the grocery store or whatever, so it's like a real fruit, and then model it after that. But each fruit is gonna be a pipe. So think like an apple pipe, or a banana pipe, or grapes as a pipe. That one might be weird to do, but I've been trying. I wanted to do like a glass fruit basket for a little bit, just like specifically to make like glass grapes, because thought that would be really fun to do like a hot attachment on all those. But if it's that one, that yeah, I don't know, it's hard to do with all of them. You took a film class, and that was the more artsy classes, and it was surprisingly hard. The teacher was passionate about it. That's fun. Yeah, whenever you have to meet your passions. It'd be cool to get a fruit that's seasonal and somewhat rarish. Little springtime fruit, little end of winter fruit, little winter berry. Maybe. All right. I am still thinking. What if it's okay? So I'm still trying to think of like ways to modify it. So like if I'm just gonna tell my problem to to Gemini. Be like, I still want to use the left and right directional buttons to modify notes. Any ideas? Because like slowing and speeding up a note, I don't think that's going to do anything to it. Because it's still just one note being played and like a hum anyway. So you're not going to make the hum faster, right? Anyway, dude, tons of these kids are cheating using AI in college these days. All I had was Quizlet. It's like it's different now, I feel like definitely back in 2022, 2021, AI was emerging and you could just like have AI do your schoolwork for you. I feel like the system has changed and stuff to where you know that you can use like AI as a tool and stuff. So like they just expect you to use it almost and just like teach you how to use it right or something. It's weird. Like how like when I was learning Japanese, I used AI like every day, but not in class. But I used AI every day to do my homework, and it was important that I used it because I didn't have anyone else to talk to. So like I would just write a sentence in Japanese, and then it would be like, "Yep, that's right Japanese," or it would be like, "You're wrong. This is right Japanese." But sometimes I would have to double correct it. So I'm worried in this sense where I would have to correct Gemini's Japanese. How often do I really need to correct Gemini's code? Um, anyway, all right. Since you're using the manual micros loop to generate square waves, we can use the left and right to apply a multiplier to your periods, uh, decreasing and speeding up, decreasing and increasing the periods to which the times of thing. Slowing it down will make it crunchy, while speeding up will make it high pitched and frantic. I feel like this is the same as doing it like up and down. Okay, but it stacks with up and down. Okay, so I can play with it. But let's see what it sounds like. We got an error. I just dropped an AirPod. I heard they check for it, but if you're smart enough, you can just just alter everything after it types, basically rephrase. Yeah, I mean, I have my, I have, I've used AI to like outline a paper for me, and that was pretty cool. It's just like, give me some like, what are my paragraphs about, man? Uh, all right, this is 99 lines long. All right, it looks like it's working. We're gonna find out. Yeah, that works. Yo, I can roll the D-pad and it makes a fun sound. Hi, Luca. But using it to do everything is not good. Yeah, I mean, like AI isn't going to teach me how to wire the Arduino or like how to use the breadboard or how to get a connection from the SNES controller that, or like how to fit the whole thing all into a box or how to like dye it or paint the color. I think how to drop a techno track off this. You're getting somewhere, man. Okay, so now, so the left and right buttons still don't do anything. I think, I think I can make them. I like the idea of them being like whammy bars. Um, yeah, that's like the most simple thing I can do, and then that makes all buttons do something, and I can call it a day. But like, what else is there besides whammy bars? Like, if I want to modify it, um, I'm thinking about different ways to change pitch. So it's going up, it's going down, it's going left, it's going right, whatever. That's still this. It's left. I'm pretty sure left and right are just different degrees of up and down. Um, at the start, and select are doing that weird thing, and they got like a little extra thing that happens if you press start and select at the same time. It's not really a pretty note. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to think. I need water. I got it right here. Hydrate. Okay. By the way, I can't tell if anyone redeems any channel points, but like while I'm doing an iPad stream, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I can't figure. I don't know what's going on. Okay, it is 7 o'clock at night. I have been here since 3. It's Saturday. All right, I'm gonna and I have a box. Okay, I think I'm not finishing the code, but I'm gonna make these buttons do something left and right. I'm just gonna have them be whammy bars, and I think that'll be it for the code. Tomorrow I have not tomorrow Monday I have to draw this or take a picture of it. I'll probably just draw it because like this is spaghetti, but I'll I'll draw how it connects, um, and then I'll shove it all in the box. I'll drill the hole. I'll put some walnut oil on it or something so it's darker or just not like just like has a little bit of finish to it. Also, check out how gnarly this this edge is. This is from the edge sander and shit. And I think this one's pretty bad too. But we don't have to know that. To me, it's just a perfect little box. Okay. I had this international business class in college and procrastinated to the last day and went like 11:30 a.m. to midnight and printed out before class the next day and got a B minus luckily. Hell yeah, dude. One of the finals for my art history class, one of my finals is for my art history and it's just 10% of my grade. And I don't think I'm gonna do it because I'm probably gonna end up with like a 90% through exams and quizzes. Or yeah, 100% in exams and quizzes. And if I lose 10% to that, that's still an A. And yeah, it's my senior year, man. That gives me more time to do other shit, like work on this. I'll have this or work on the next thing. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the next thing, honestly. It's just gotta be more complicated. I might try to just make it all fit in the controller using this Arduino Nano, but there's a whole world of possibilities I could be doing, you know? Maybe I'll team up with somebody. Anyway, left and right buttons have to do something. Now for a final touch, make the L and R buttons do something cool. I want whammy bars. I'm doing this really open-endedly. Like I just told Gemini to do something cool with the buttons. That was never really clocked me in college. I never planned shit. If I knew more about the grading scale by the reading syllabus, I could have been in those positions. That's fair. My big concern right now in college is finding a job when I get out and like being prepared for that, like having like the most skills for my career whenever I leave, just to be like the best artist. All right, the whammy logic, L button makes it lower, R button makes it higher. But I mean, like, I feel like that's the same thing of what's happening to when it goes up and stuff, you know? Oh my God. Okay, whatever. Let's try it and see if it sounds good. 110 lines of code. My buddy had a botanical degree and he just makes pizza at a place called Punch Pizza now. He could probably get an office job. Who the fuck wants to do that? Work in an office or leave Punch Pizza, man? There's the pizza place near my apartment. It's called Pudge Brothers. It's pretty good. Okay, that sounds kind of cool. That's kind of fun. It goes zoo. That sounds wicked. Thanks, man. Each button, pressing all the buttons if you just run around, just fidget with it enough, and you'll just create music. And I think that's beautiful. It's supposed to be 16-bit, but yeah, it's an 8-bit song. I'm thinking about the song Slimers, 8_8 or whatever. Cool. So yeah, I think I'm gonna save this code. Save as all the buttons do something. SNES. Because who knows? Maybe I'll do a different project. Okay, that name sucks. Okay. I think I'm ending stream. This is fun. I should do more streams from school. It's like a nice little like change of everything. But before I end stream, I'm gonna just be a guy at a table for a little. I'm gonna read the gaming news or something. I don't know. It'd be a fun. I'm gonna put my stuff away first, and then I'm gonna like pull some kind of like bit where I'm reading the gamer news or some shit. Like I already said it, but yeah. I'm gonna find an old article from 2016, and you have to tell me exactly what day in 2016 the article was written. Ow, that one hurt me. Fucking okay. The water jug really just puts it all together. I hear you. That's how you know that we're like real gamers. We got this big ass water jug. Okay. These very delicate pieces of tech. It's not working. It's not working out. I don't even think that's where that went. You're under the tabletop. You're not about it now. Okay. Putting like all the super fragile stuff in one little corner. This can go here, I think. With that. And then I don't even know where that goes. Dude, I gotta be missing something, like tech-wise. So yeah, another cool thing. I don't need it connected to my laptop for it to work. When it's all in the box, it's gonna be connected to this battery, which will also be in the box, which sounds a little bit impossible right now, but if it doesn't fit, I'll just not close the lid. But all right, well, now I can't read the gaming news, so this sucks. The last one was jarring. Onboard memory type deal? Yeah, exactly. So I swear one of the pins just looked like it was like fucking thrown off. So like when it's all in this, the only cord sticking out will be the controller cord. I'll just have to make sure the 9-volt battery is charged. I love how loud that gets now. Anyway. Let me get the gaming news. It's gonna take like 10 minutes for this PC to turn back on. Maybe not. Come on, wake up. Wake up, big stupid. I'm gonna nickname every old computer I have Big Stupid from now on. Come on. Don't be big. Don't be a big stupid. Ah, dude, I don't. I think I'm gonna leave all this here and then just force myself to come back tomorrow because I'm gonna have to drill the hole out of the box tomorrow anyway, and then like work on the box a little bit in the wood shop. Yeah. No, I'm gonna leave it here. I'll come back tomorrow, and yeah, that'll be that, man. I'm labeling the not only the code, but the whole project is just going to be called "All the Buttons Do Something." It's gonna be my artist statement. All right, I'm gonna pick a random date in 2016, and then write gaming news and see what happens. I'm gonna read the gaming news for that day. I don't even know if this is a real thing, but like, I don't fucking know what happened. I feel like okay. I feel like I'm trying to get drama or something. Okay. Okay. Nintendo has launched an app for what the fuck, dude? I was like read like one sentence and it just threw me off of it. At my college, we pretty all rented our laptops and they were pretty average to bad. I got this laptop in 2015 as a graduation present and I took it to Italy. And like when I was stationed there in the Air Force, and it does good. It's just yeah, it worked okay in like 2015, 2016. It's just we're 10 years later, and I'm expecting it to run a modern browser, and it's no, it runs Arduino IDE fine. Like that's like a pretty simple like software to do. It's just once I start making it do anything else, like YouTube, it just fucking gives up. All right. I'm not even gonna clean all this up because I have to work on it tomorrow. Just gonna. There you go. Close that up. I might keep all this connected like a spaghetti and just throw it on my desk. I'm not depressed, chat. Fuck, why'd I say that? But yeah, all of these alligator clips are gonna be turned into like straight like soldered wires on Monday, I think. Or tomorrow. I think I have to do that tomorrow if I want it to fit. Okay, do I drill holes first or do I solder first? Probably drill holes first. Okay. Not a big fan of math. um, ours were okay at the time, but they definitely made money on us just renting the damn things. That's evil. That's like my landlord and fucking spending $12 to do a load of laundry nowadays. How do I get this fucking level? The bubble level on my tripod is not real. Fuck am I doing, dude? I wanted to be a fire pilot when I was a kid and realized the math involved, and I was like, nah, I'm not good on that. I feel like I feel like from my experience talking to fighter pilots, they say that the plane flies themselves, and there's probably not that much math involved. But then, yeah, you have to think about like speed and g-force and coordinates. I don't know. I almost took a sailing class or registered for a sailing class next quarter. I'm taking a farming class instead. I was like, dude, we're in Seattle. We're right on the water. I know we have a boating team, like a paddle team. What can I take for like a boating class, like a sailing class? And I found like a navigation type thing for ROTC because we have like the Navy here. And I almost joined a fucking Navy class just because I wanted to know about fucking radar. Well, like the maneuver shit you have to learn since they use a significant amount in math and you're tested on it. All the testing stuff uses math. That's pretty ass. Okay, sorry, I got fucking stuck into it. Okay, here's my article that I'm gonna read for you guys, and you have to guess what day it was published. And you could probably cheat, honestly, if you just kind of like look up what I'm reading. But yeah, my buddy was a bomb seeker or some shit in the Navy using drones for it. Sounds like EOD, electronic explosive ordnance disposal. Electronic ordnance disposal. He's got a battery. All right. I'm gonna use my brain for it. Okay. Nintendo has launched an app for Android and iOS in the US and Europe that lets you interact with your Mii and your friends' Mii's. Miitomo, as it's called, features Mii creation, customization, photography, and social media sharing. Also included a mini game called Miitomo Drop, where you drop your Mii, and depending on which platform it lands, you'd win a given prize, sometimes clothing. Drops cost coins, which can be obtained through in-app purchases. Miitomo can be downloaded here for iOS. That is such a short fucking newsletter article. It's like, yeah, Nintendo dropped a fucking app. Look at it here. Anyway. I am disappointed in myself. But yeah, this was like I think this came out on a independent website, so that's kind of why it's ass. I was hoping for let me change my let me refine my search here. Um Drama. Bro, what? All right. I'm gonna guess 2014. Bruh. I was thinking this was before 2012 at one moment, but I think it's later. I'm gonna guess 2014. I never had a Wii, but I'm familiar with gaming stuff in general. This like for this is a iOS or Android service that you could just like update or I think it was in 2016, so it'd have to have been for the Wii U because the Switch came out in 2017.